Can't sleep, so let's play some rematch. I got elite for this season, so we're not touching ranked again. That was, I don't even want to describe that experience, but it was something. And here we are on some rematch. I haven't played this game in a bit, kinda. Yeah. Because usually what happens is I get the tokens and I stop. Respect the keeper. These two are together. I love that so much. Teleport the ball right back. Give the homie right there. There's so much that's like weird about rematch. I'm not gonna lie. They want to do active defense, but there's nothing that encourages you to do that. I'm better off just waiting and watching. Especially with how they've done nothing to change up all the different dribbling things that people do on here. Can you get that? Yes, you can. Nice try, nice try. Like, it'd be really nice if they also did stuff for defense, but they've been mainly nerfing it. While they give offense more tools to do things. It's a very offensive sided game. I was over here waiting for a pass. It's never gonna happen. You're not gonna come back into the goal, are you? You're the one that's supposed to be keeper, but okay. It's it can be exhausting because I know he's going to shuffle around in front of me, and I have to figure out how I can cut the angle best, and then possibly go for a dive. But I also know that as soon as they see that I dive, they're going to shuffle again. It's just overall hasn't been a fun time since they've been slowly nerfing things on the defensive side. There you go. Nice one, nice one. Okay. Thought you'd sprint for that. I should have just. I should have dropped it closer to him. I was trying to make sure that that pass was gonna actually go over their defender since they had a bit of space. It was a good catch. I don't know what this event is. I'm hoping like you get something good from it. But I don't know what it does. Oh, they'll get battle pass tokens at the end of a phase, and the winning country will get more. If your country's points is too low, you'll get a catch up bonus. Oh. So that's actually kind of cool, I guess. You get you get the tokens, which can speed up getting things from the past thingy, I guess. So you could possibly end up with another option. Okay, okay. I don't know what it is, but the people on here love making their characters not have shoes. Just ran up. Nice one. Maybe that's what's gonna just run up on them. Oh no. And defeats the purpose of me running up here to help you. They're not. Do your thing. Almost. So yeah, like each season feels like the game just becomes different, like dramatically than from the last game. Or from the last season, I mean. I mean, I had space. You just ignore me. Can't call for it, did not get it. Now get back in the box. Okay. I guess we take that. It's always one of the most unfortunate things. You think that you set up a good pass, and then it turns out the other person takes it. Oh, yeah, I got to save. Normally, don't get those. I almost messed that up. There's no way. Yeah, give me those saves. You're. I don't want you to run back, though. You could pass it to me right here. Gonna run back. So I need to go back to the box. Yeah, go up, buddy. I appreciate you subbing, though. Give that to you. There you go. They're gonna stay right here. They're not gonna help. You gotta do something to make them feel more threats, and if you keep making movement between each other, they're gonna move up eventually. Okay, cool. That was better. 2 saves. Got 2 saves. I'm very proud of that. So I usually don't ever get saves. Boom, 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 boom. Oh no, these two are in a party. No, they're not. I wonder how the queue times for fours is, because I love fours the most. That's my favorite game mode. Okay. Nice. Okay, so looks like Alan's the other one out. I almost fumbled that. That's unfortunate. I heard the sound from it and was like, oh, he kicked it. Well, all right. Boop. Nice read. That's what I was trying to do before. Just angle that just right. Step back to you. Could pass over to me, but I'm expecting too much. There we go, right to you. You're gonna do your usual thing. I'm glad it worked this time. I like how there's an actual crowd in this stadium. The stadium's pretty cool. It's doing no, this is Geo night. You got homie right there. There you go. Notice that they added a new dive animation too. It's cool. Kinda. Animation throws me off a bit. When you think that you're gonna be diving low. There we go. Oh, nice try, nice try. Cool. Got all that space and you got time. Nice pass. No, it's not a good sign if I'm the one getting the saves. Oh, he's gonna win. I don't like the keeper changes. I'm just gonna say I don't like the keeper changes at all. It feels really punishing, especially if you make a good read just to get hit with a deflect. And then you can't even control where the ball deflects to. No me gusta. No me gusta. Now I'm gonna hope that fours doesn't take so long. So I'd really like to play fours. Fours, the game mode that I like the most. Why would you? Okay. Had it too. I made him dive. Nice try, buddy. Nice try. I think because of the new deflecting, they've been more just active and moving up. Because they know the ball is going to go away from them. I want to say. I can't even explain that one. I don't know why they dove for something that wasn't going to be near them. There you go. You got the middle. There you go. Get it back. Nice try. Nice try. There you go. Grab it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Nice try, buddy. Nice try. What's up, Discerning? How's it going? This game's still living? Yeah. Little by little, with each update, they're trying to fix it up and make it a viable game, you know? That was close. I thought I was not going to get that. You had an easy thing. That works too. Good job. Get me out the box. Insane low key. I mean, if they're willing to put in the work, people are gonna keep supporting it. It's like with No Man's Sky, started off extremely terrible, and they were able to bring that back from the brink. I didn't even know there was a console hacking escapade. I've only just seen the random videos of people on PC who will just be zooming across the map. Who is that too, buddy? Who's that too, though? I don't. I think the. I think the bigger killer of team-based games, though, is people not trying to use teamwork to win their games. I don't know how we made that read there, but whatever. Look at that curve. Almost messed up with that curve. Go for it. Nice. Now give that right to homie. You gotta move to the ball. You gotta move to it. I'll take that. Yeah, their January patch notes was cool until crossplay had hackers involved. Oof. No control, no awareness. There we go. Homie in the middle. I don't know why you thought that was the best thing to do. Go try again. Now do it right. He has shin guards and a default character. He must be new because there's no way. No diamond? What? Go for it. Been for the game for a minute, but hey, it's still fun. It's still fun. I get my tokens and my rank, and then I just kind of chill casually. Nice. There we go. Good fake. Thank you. Went up, back, boom. Yeah, I solo queue it, so it's just an absolute nightmare. I run into a lot of quitters here on PC as well. You know, cross platform, but a lot of the PC people, they just be straight up quitting. They'll own goal, they'll just leave, and there's no protection, so you just get punished for it. So it's like cool. Pass it over. You gotta pass it over, big dog. Gotta get a one tap. Okay, cool. At least you passed it out that time. Good job. So I like fours. I like fours is that nice, like the thing says, that nice balance. They're full sex, so that's why they're passing. There we go. Get the movement. Okay, nice try. See the thought process. Boop. Cool. It gives you that FIFA feeling. I feel. Fives is cool. I just feel times fives can be super cluttered. But again, you've seen what I've had to go through at the start of all of this, beginning with rematch, where you just have the same dude wanting to just keep kicking the ball into the keeper's chest, even though you're open. So then you have to relegate yourself to defense since, you know, no one wants to watch the back and help keeper. Because there's always a person who's waiting for that breakaway because they are like, yeah, I trust my keeper. They got this, especially because they know the person can't shoot, doesn't want to set up a play or anything. That's that's still a thing, though. Of course, myself again sucks as a midfielder. It's like I don't mind filling, but I'm gonna mind if we're not trying to like use any kind of teamwork. It's just the funniest thing. Cause I'll be chilling in the back, realizing like, oh, this person isn't going to do anything. It's straight to the goalie, not a feint, right? It's the funniest thing. Because there's someone who recognizes like, yeah, they're not gonna do anything up there, so they don't feel pressed to stay up there because they know someone's just gonna shoot directly into the keeper's hands. That's why when I'm with like the stack or whatever, I we'll be doing like a whole bunch of funny like, tiki taka stuff. We will short lob the ball back and forth to each other, since you know that makes it go high in the air. Just boop, 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 and then and just put the stress on the keeper with so much fear into the keeper. What's good, Elfie? How you doing? Oh, okay, you're. I don't understand why you're running backwards like that, though. I had you right there. Jogo Pass go. Brr. Jogo Pass is amazing. But despite a lot of the complaints that I have for rematch, I'm probably still going to stick with it. Even though I really hate that they talk about in their patch notes. They want to encourage active defense, but they do a bunch of stuff to nerf defense. And that's all good, Elfie. Appreciate you. I hope that you're going to have a good day. Send the Elfie family my best wishes. But I just don't understand the thought process behind it though, because they haven't done anything that encourages people to be more active as a defensive player. You know, defensive when you're on defense without the ball, you don't get. They haven't given any new tools to defense. Offense, you literally see a new tool for the last 2 seasons, like that thing that you can do with the rainbow flick after a shuffle, and then the fake shot. What does defense get? Nothing. So it's just weird. I've seen defense get nerfs. So like the aim assist you get for a tackle got nerfed a bit. The range for defensive stance. I clipped through you. There's no way. The range for defensive stance got nerfed. So you have to be like right on top of somebody. Just clipping through them. The no clipping still exists, unfortunately. Oof. Oh, we're gonna go back to our keeper. Let's reset the neutral. Nice try. Nice try. What's the point in pushing for defense if you're going to slow the defenders down and rush the strike delay inputs? True. So, like, the most that we got as a buff is the fact that when you do get a tackle on somebody, they're stunned long enough for you to run around them and get the ball. That's the most that we got, and it happened this season. I guess the other thing that you can also throw in is like if you get a deflect and you're able to do this from defensive stance, the ball moves forward, which is nice. But I still just feel that's not enough. Like, I'm going to stick by my opinion that this is a very offensive sided game. Nice. I think the diamond got nerfed too, but that I'm not so sure about. So I feel like there's instances where I should be seeing a diamond with the ball soaring through the air and I'm not seeing it. And they've made it to where keepers get where deflects happen more often. There we go, pass to you. That one I wouldn't mind so bad if we could control where we deflect the ball to. Because I've been in games where they'll get a deflect off of a keeper and enemy team is able to recover the ball and get a nice goal in because, you know, keeper's still in the recovery frame from the deflect that happened. And it goes right into another enemy team member or whatever. That's too high. It's annoying now. Like, if you're super close, you'll deflect the ball when you're trying to shoot. So keeper will just slap it away. They no longer get to just catch it. Come on, man. You gotta pass that. So sometimes what you can do is you can set it up where he's not playing. Okay, buddy. Just why are you giving up? It's literally OT. You're just gonna quit. Well, why are you here? Why are you even here? I don't know who that's to. But if you could at least choose the direction as a keeper where it's gonna deflect to, that would be nice. Can you tell me I didn't clip through him? That's so annoying. He stays still during OT, doesn't do anything. Average rematch seller, and gotta love it. What's it called? Things might get better though whenever they change how the servers work. We're not doing ranked. So hopefully when they do that like big server change, I forget. I think what are we, client side or what or whatever. That should be a bit better. Now that they talk about that in the patch notes, because it gets exhausting having interaction first with a ball and then you get it stolen from you. I will be interacting with the ball first, mid kick, and then someone's able to just do a tap or whatever and take it. I'm just like, oh, okay. Why even give me the animation while I'm cooking it all up? They can just do that and take it. Or be instances on my screen where I'm like clipping through this person. I'm like inside them. I am a part of their stole. And the game's just like, yeah, you didn't take the ball from them. I don't know. It's a weird thing. Sometimes I wonder if it should just be the player hitbox instead of having the ball, giving the ball its own hitbox. Sometimes I wonder if it should just switch to that where it's the entire player hitbox. Because I hate how I can clip through somebody, but because they randomly did a thing to teleport the ball to their left foot, it doesn't give me anything. Can you pass it though, buddy? I love it here. I was trying to go for a diamond interaction. They still have free anti-goalie tackle. What do you mean? What's the free anti-goalie tackle? You gotta pass it over, buddy. One taps. You gotta do a one tap with that, man. Last time you like was February. That reminds me, I'm tired of being in front of somebody. Let's try. And doing extra effort, and they take the ball from behind me. I want that changed. Nice one. I saw who was that game over running middle, so trying to get to the right side. Create that space. They watch all these TikToks on dribbling, but none on passing. There we go. Like right there. They got lucky with that. Like, if it was like on my side, because I'm like, okay, I'm right next to him. I go for the tackle, but then it just shows that he pushed away, and I'm like, how? Just number one, but it's okay. Beautiful patch notes. Oh, you started reading them? Can I get that to you? Yes, we can. So it's like they're obviously fixing things up. It's just, certain choices for how they're navigating like defense that I'm just not a fan of. You almost had it. Here we go. We out you. But let's put only for a second would never get nerfs until the last three patches. Oh, look at this. This way not absorb the situation focus on one side than the other. It's evident that they want this to be like a high energy game, and so why they want to put that focus on the offense, because that's what people want to see. They want to see people do all of the like dribbling and breaking ankles and setting up like shots and stuff. They want to also make it more fun to spectate, which like I get, but I do feel that if they keep focusing on that part, it's just not going to be good for the game overall. Because you saw how it was with offense before. BRB, all right, for sure, for sure. I'll tell you when you come back. Boom, 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 boom. Man, NBA The Run looks cool. I just wish that you have custom character. I saw that that's not an option. I was just like, well, why do I want this? I'm trying to make myself in a video game dunking on people. I'm trying to do what I can't do IRL. Come on, huh? This pass is actually kind of weak. I won't lie. I do think it's cool that they're making in-universe things, do with their own in-universe brands. Finally got a chain. I gotta add more stuff in here that we get with the blue stuff. So I have 316,000 blue currencies, but there's nothing to spend it on. There's just nothing to spend the blue currencies on. Cool. I'm glad Force is popping. This this is my favorite game mode. I have the most fun in fours. You gotta hit me right here. That's the bad pass. I thought for sure he'd move in and run for that, but that's on me. I missed the initial pass that was sent to me, so I can prep him up and then just get rid of that shit. Yeah, you move up on that. All right. At that point, you should just pass it over to me because I'm moving in. You see me moving in. Cool. Yeah, you got him right there. What I miss? Welcome back. Not too much. Start next game. Usual thing. It seems like no one wants to pass unless they're absolutely forced to pass. There we go. You can make that happen. You're on your own, buddy. Why would you slide there? What is with everyone and wanting to slide, man? Oh. What's happening? Why are you saying thanks? You're the one that kicked it to nobody. Cool, you got it back. Now pass it over to homie. Okay, you passed it, but you didn't put enough power into it. Yeah, there's a you can cancel a shot now, but it's only when you're in full possession of the ball, thankfully. So like if you're winding up a shot because after someone passed to you, just give it back to keeper, dude. I'm saying thanks to me for it. You're the one that did it. You okay. Like I get it. Maybe I should have put a down curve on it. But I'm hoping that you'll do something instead of just sit there and stare at it. Motherfuckers are just doing anything in this, aren't they? Cool. There we go. Nine passes. We're almost at double digit passing. But yeah, with what we were talking about earlier, I think that it's cool and all that they want to make this a great game to spectate because obviously there's some kind of longevity to it and it gives people an alternative in that like arcade sports setting, like with Rocket League. That's something that you do have to add, but I still need them to ensure that there's good balance with defense because it really does feel like each patch defense is getting more hits, more nerfs than they are getting some kind of buff. And I don't know. We get a couple of I think we get at least a month where they test out new things on the beta thing. So it's like use that time to test out some new Rocket League doesn't have patch notes. Rocket League doesn't really need patch notes, funny enough. If anything, they'll just do patch notes on hitboxes where they'll be like, we decided to adjust the Octane hitbox by 3 centimeters or something like that, you know what I mean? Or they add a new car. Plus, what's it called? They probably did a patch note for flip resetting at some point. You know, like when it first got discovered and they decided to leave it in and create and just leave it as a player feature. But afterwards, there's not really much you really need to do to change it. The sound cue, yeah, they just added a visual cue and a sound cue for it. And that's the most recent thing they did. But since everything essentially acts the same in Rocket League, besides just cars having different hitboxes, they don't necessarily have to like buff or nerf anything. And then the funny thing with the hitboxes for the cars is a lot of it's also mental. Because some of them are a bit more extended than what they would actually be when you look at the. Oh, come on, man. The thing. Yeah, he's just going to keep running. I like how that bounced off me. I love it. Yeah, if only this was like that. But because, we have things that happen on offense and things that happen on defense. And other interactions, such as like the stance and things. You can't necessarily get that. Just gonna go back to keeper, go back to neutral. There you go. You're just standing there, buddy. Do something. Because there's when someone is in possession of the ball, we're just gonna power clear that. In Rocket League, they're just in possession of it. I hate when a teammate will see that I am getting the shit and then they run towards me. Like, why are you running towards me, buddy? There we go. So, like, if we're talking regular Rocket League, like your 1v1 all the way up to, what is it, 4v4, everyone is the same thing. Like, whether you have ball or not, all of your buttons are the same. So it makes sense that you don't really need to like do any patch notes or put any buffs or nerfs because it's literally everyone doing the same thing. That makes you wonder, like how could you do that with rematch? You probably wouldn't be able to without it set up on here. Since you can screen in this game, you can't do that. You know what? Let's add demoing to rematch. Whenever you hit a slide tackle, just you injure someone. That's the demo. And then they have to come back in 3 seconds. So someone could be down. That's a teammate. Let's say return back to speed. Make sure the goalie can grab and deflect balls at a good range and no more editing offense options. You mean like giving them new ways to dribble and giving them a fake shot? I feel. I think if you're gonna give offense a new like button mechanic, you gotta give defense something, a new button mechanic. What that would be? One of the things I was thinking is like give them a fake tackle. We don't have enough. We have clinching. What is this? Hockey? Boxing? In one of their like their Q&A things where they talk to the community, they talked about how they want to at some point in the future do something more with collision, like body blocking and stuff. Each player could slow them down. Oh, okay, okay. I was like, geez, what? And goes up and go into a defensive stance. And you can just keep them from going somewhere. Oh, I see, I see. Temporarily, of course. Be an interesting mechanic. Have them fight to do more to break away, which can help out with people actually guarding their person. I thought she had that. Cool. At least you were able to recover that for me. That's what matters. You have a homie to your right. OG. Oh, they didn't even commit to that. Okay. At what point do we like look at our mini map? I wish I could make this thing a bit bigger. But like, at what point do we look at the mini map? Can we get some buffs for the mini map? Bigger in the recent patch notes. I made that thing. I blew that thing up so I can really see all these triangles. I need them to also do something about the reporting system on here and implementing rank forgiveness. Because if one more person leaves in the middle of my rank game, and I have to lose points because they or want to throw a tantrum because it's 0-2 and we still got 3 minutes left in the game, I'm gonna really just lose my patience. Like, I should not be losing points because some random dude is upset. Lose more the earlier you leave. Like, punish them. I want that Valorant reporting system, dude. Where every time I log in, the game tells me, like, yeah, we received your report. We terminated them. That's the kind of shit I want. I want that Valorant reporting system. Where when I log in, you give me info. Get more people to review that. You know what? Hire me. Pay me to just review reports. I will do that shit. And I will clap people who be acting out. Somebody's gonna be like, yeah, I reported this person for saying slurs. Already bet. Get them out my game. Send them to CSGO, right? Because I hear y'all be on some wild stuff on there. But not here. We're keeping rematch wholesome. No, send them to Tekken. A lot of you motherfuckers on Tekken be grifting super heavy. Oh my goodness. Stop shooting at me. Get me out the box. Why are they so against spreading out? Part of Tekken or part of CSGO? CSGO mod review. Oh. Two of them are together, so two of them should know to make some space because they play together. So that means the third dude should be that thing. You use. He gets reports. He reads the replay. He says, "Punisher, no." That's funny. CSGO mod community check. Get drip drop to review the footage. Give me that type of mod check. Okay. Put that in, dude. Oh, I almost called them a very mean word. That's because there's no way. There's just no way. There's no way. Like, why? How do you? I drag keeper to me and they pass to you the last second. You just have to put it in. A wonderful person, let's say. Very wonderful. There's just no way that. Oh, with that, I drag keeper away, pass it to you, and then you just crossbar it. Like, what? Like, I know what happens, but that close though, that close. The creativity that people come up with these shots. Yeah, you have to be in full possession. Pump, fake lob, and sprint dive. Pretty sure it's a short lob because you can keep up with the short lob. Brazil. Just one RP. I got that back and I said never again. Rainbow. Rainbow. Oh. Jeez, dude. Rainbow sprint lob, and then a dive cancel. That fast. Learning all this, but these people can't learn to pass. Tachi is cancel. Bum. All right, let's get it. That's you. Put it in. And people just want to do all this dribbling stuff instead of just securing the shit. Why? You have no shot. I'm over here with all the space in the world. I'm talking like 3 bedrooms space. And you just flat out shoot it. Like I'm talking 3 beds, 3 baths levels of space. You're doing it again. I'm over here with 3 baths, 4.5 baths, or 3 rooms, 4.5 baths. Tucked down the corner. 5 rooms, 10 baths. We talking 1.3 million home level of space. I don't feel like trying to talk square acres. Math was never my thing, but you get the idea. And he's just like, I should shoot at that tiny corner instead of past my teammate. This man said tax free. He said tax free. I'm not gonna beat him to that. You got that. You got time and space. Had time and space. Okay. You need a little more oomph, but you had the right idea. There. You got bro in the middle, so you got some support. There we go. See, now that's a lot better. See what happens when we create movement. Look what happens when we pass. You can't keep up with a ball that you pass that's going like what, 30 miles per hour? I don't know how fast you can kick a ball, but I know it goes pretty dang fast. You're not keeping up with it once you kick it like that. Like, come on now. You gotta be like Usain Bolt. See, homie ain't keeping up with that. 30 miles per hour? I was gonna say I don't think it reaches like baseball speeds, but it's pretty fast. Oh, it can? You can't get baseball speeds? Because I'm gonna say like, don't baseball speeds damn near go over like 90 when you're specifically throwing like a fastball or whatever? I think they gave up. I'll take that. I don't have the stamina for that. That's why we go back to neutral. We're talking the picture has a bad date, and yeah. Oh, so like we're talking like 100 to what, 110 or whatever? Go for it. Boom. Things happen once every 100 games all because someone hit the crossbar. Sheesh. All right, let's see this. Saw you right in the middle, just chilling. Boom, pass. Boom. Off his leg. into the goal. Think of beauty. Cool, I got my 10th token. I'm going to... No, we're going to leave this menu. I'm going to actually finish the first part of the pass thingy. Qualifiers are now unlocked. I guess it's cool that they didn't time gate this. Lion's Heart. That's cool. This pass is kind of lackluster, though, I won't lie. I have it locked down because I just want to grind it for a whole day. This man is starting the type of person to do all of his assignments at the beginning of the week, so he doesn't have to do anything for the rest of the semester until the final comes up. Now I get it. Front load it all. Front loading is big. I did that in college just so I can do nothing at the end of the school year, where I could be like, you know what, I'm gonna take a 0 on this assignment because I don't need it. And they lock me off the Canvas modules. You're just like, let me take this. You're like, let me do it early. You over there looking like Eric Andre. Let me in. Let me in. You have to negotiate why you want to go ahead. You're like, you see, I have my 2 kids and this job and my wife. I gotta do it now. You know, I wish they'd be honest about attendance, by the way, where they just tell you straight up, like, the reason why they have to take attendance is because of back end stuff. So one of the big examples I remember is like financial aid, where you have to like prove that the student is attending class and should be receiving that financial aid, and then there's probably like a bunch of other stuff. I wish they would just talk about that instead of the whole like, oh, you're gonna fail, and it's just like, no, it's because of some back end stuff that you have no control over. Like, don't lie, just be truthful. Because I used to think like, what does it matter if you're not failing? But it's because they need those numbers, and if those numbers aren't numbering, then they like can lose funding and a whole bunch of other stuff, I guess. Professor's truthful. Well, don't run away from him. And the deans all wither away. No. Why am I not getting an interaction with that? There it is. I have all this space. I'm talking 6-car garage. The 6-car garage. And we just don't care. Who are we aiming at with that pass, brother? Are you wearing shin guards? You're giving shin guards. As you can see, I have a thing against shin guard players. Because that's real shin guard player energy. 3-floor penthouse on the top of the mansion. We do. You be wearing shin guards. It's okay if you do discerning. You gotta protect your shins. At least make them fashionable. There we go. Now finish it. Should we talk about it? Open net gets a tackle on keeper. Chooses to just hit the wall. No interaction for drip drop. Let's get on the board. Love that that's still viable if they don't cut the angle. What are you talking about? I'm just asking why people with shin guards have been disappointing me. Do they want to be keeper? Is that why you're here? No, you're just being goofy. And I'm not talking Disney. Yuck. Okay, I deserve that. But that was a good one. I'm just confused why he's standing in front of me. Why he slide like that? Look at that. Look at that. It's always the people with shin guards or the people with no shoes. Those are the ones that be just getting me on tilt the most. Okay, go for it. Where is our keeper? What the? Yeah, those shoes to play the game. Okay, concerning. Okay. Yo, where's our keeper at? Hughes goalie. I see. I see. Shin guard players. I tell you what. Them players ain't right. I tell you what. That boy ain't right. I tell you what. Like, come on. You can't tell me otherwise. It's always the people with the shin guards. They put them shits on and they lose any sense of common. I really can't. I can't. Play no defense. All I'm saying is where they do that at, where they do it at. So I know to not be there. They can keep that over there, away from me. Everywhere. They need to keep that away from me. Whatever kind of ish they on, I want no parts of it. None. Zip. Nada. Zero. Zero. Like, come on now. So that's starting sad. My shoeless Mr. Clean plays the game really well. Okay. Okay. I'm just jittering around, waiting for a pass. Buddy, do I look like I'm going that way? Man, they the type of motherfucker to stop at a green light. Like, what? Why didn't I catch it? Good. Nice. There, made up for it. Just pick a side and hope. Just pick a side and pray. We're just going to force a bunch of 50-50s in rematch. Just trust the process. Sometimes you just got to force a 50-50. It's you. Cool. You got a little time and space. What was the plan there, Bucko? There you go. Light work. Back to you. I was going to say, you might want to change that tune, buddy. So like that deflect right there, if say my teammate was close enough to commit to that, they probably would have scored because they would have caught keeper recovering. That's why I don't like the deflect thing. Because in theory, you could just manipulate that and set up an easy score. There we go. Go back to the keeper. Let's just reset and calm this down a bit. You're good. You're good. And so I move up because I see them back there. You telling me I didn't get any kind of interaction on that? Where I'm from, we have words for that. They have all the letters B and S. Got homie right there. Oh no. You need to move up on that. There we go. Middle. Bro, why would you throw it to me? Homie's open in the middle. What operating system do you have for your brain CPU? I ain't gonna lie, I did not think homie was gonna pass it to me there. Took a moment to realize I had possession of the ball. Crazy moments. Unexpected look key. Yeah, I was just like, oh, I have the ball. And homie already like did a pre-dive to try and I guess get it from me. And I kind of like inched over a little to the right. I love clouds. Birch forest and clouds are really nice. I wish I could just randomize these. I hope that they add a thing where I can like pick my favorites and it randomizes. That would be so cool. Because I love seabed, I love clouds, and I love the dragon one. We're gonna go back to the seabed. It's been a minute since we've been underwater. This one's beautiful too. We open clouds now? Yeah. Besides the premium ones, I have essentially every stadium. This National Cups one is pretty cool. I wish that I could just use it as the home thing, but I'm going back to the usual. Birch Forest is a really beautiful one. When they give us these stadiums, they go ham with the stadiums. I don't think we have new stadium in this, do we? Forest Mountains and Volcano, your favorite ones. They are awesome. Olympus. Shoe shine, boy. Can't wait to get this one though. So fucking silly. Oh, no. The one I'm actually excited for getting is where is it? Where is it? I'm not a rapper. Like what? They even have homie do the thing with his hands on his head. He's like, oh. So it's like slow clap is starting to get it. Like we need more stuff like that. That's what we need. Like, that's about to be my favorite celebration after getting a goal. I love that pop culture reference. It's even called, but I'm not a rapper. Bing, boom, bop, bam. I don't know why it's super pressing me. Hey, we got it. It's okay. We don't need to hit the panic button just yet. Okay, interesting. It's hard to tell if I should just trust my team or not when it comes to the situation, or if I should just run up and get it. Pass it back to me. There we go. Yep, do your thing. Go party. Pass that across the. There we go. Pass that across the way. Almost. Am I considered in my box? Give it to you. Okay, they're passing. That's what you love to see. If you're not trying to aim for double-digit passing in your games, what are you doing? You got to aim for double-digit passing. That's how I feel. What? You see it colliding with me, right? Exactly. So it's not patched. No, it's not. Not yet. Homie's gonna say some shit like that. Like you see it collided with me, right? You're the one not playing defense. I didn't even get the diamond. It's unfortunate. Yeah, no, it's not patched. That's the thing you were talking about. But it's even worse because they added the deflect thing too. So I think that might have just was not that. Okay. Either or, because they added the whole deflect thing, it made it a bit worse. But you saw, I made the right read. I jumped into it. And still didn't get the catch. Like, why am I being punished for that? There, let's make up for that time I missed. When the goalie does collide with the ball and they go to pass, you can intercept them. Oh, I don't think I've seen that. I probably have to see it to know for sure. No diamond. No, I'm actually mad. Like that dude should apologize. You see me colliding with the ball in the replay. Like don't give me that stuff. Dove in the right direction, and everything, and I got punished. Like I want to. I'm sorry, drip drop. I want that shit in the mail. You know, balls. You even you scored them out. They lost the player somehow. I don't even know how. We're in a 4v3. Come on. Let's try. Almost. Nice try. The fake shot got him. Still got to be on guard though, because they can win this still. You're kind of just not moving to the ball, buddy. What's going on here? Okay. Let's see who's that too. I was hoping to bounce that off the post to a teammate. There you go. Can you get to it again? I'm surprised he chose to like pass it there. Shinkar players usually don't pass. Move up on it. There you go. Yeah, you got minimum right there. You got time and space since they're down a player. I mean, if you're gonna do that, you might as well just go above them. You go down the line. I had to pause for a minute. I was like, wait, I need to time it right where after it goes to 0, it says last shot. Because there's a bit of a delay after it does go to 0, and you don't see last shot pop up. So I was like, hold on, wait a minute, not yet. Kind of the same vibes as Suka and Shibuya. Not yet. That's a really nice scene, I ain't gonna lie. They would rather risk getting obliterated by a meteor than cleaved by him. Like you know how intimidating that you have to be where someone would rather let themselves get hit by a meteor that's slowly descending upon them from the sky than not follow your orders. Oh, we're down a player. Hell no. Now we're down a player. Of course. Nice try, buddy. Nice try. Honestly, when are they going to buff the keeper slide? Because no one uses it because it's that useless. Do we have our fourth? We have our fourth. Lovely. He dove. Ah. They used to use it from time to time, trying to play pseudo defender just in case they tried sending the ball out. Here for a reset. Keeper slide. They did talk about that they want to make it better. Okay. Why are you running out the box? There we go. That was not a smart pass. It's funny how getting a tackle is no longer rewarding anymore, simply because they stack on top of each other. Oh goodness. Ooh. Okay. It's like you tackle one of them, you gotta stop sliding, dude. You really gotta stop sliding. But not gonna lie, I think they should just let keeper also tackle in their box. Especially if they're like in defensive stance or something. All right, let's go. Go make this the last one. Now, why would you take that shot? Okay, you want middle? Can you do something with that? Yes, you can. Cool. Nice recovery. Boop. Another tackle, and then they just stand close enough to each other to recover that fumble. They'd love to see it. But again, I ask, homie is just deep in that cut, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna just full send it right at the keeper's chest. Doesn't even try to go to the opposite side, mind you. Oh yeah, you can mute pings discerning, which is pretty nice. So if there's someone spamming pass, you can mute them. Oh, you do that because they were spamming. Okay, so you were around for that. Yeah. There we go. Nope. Yup. Every time you type yup like that, you make me think of the E40 song. Everybody got choices. You clean it in a bar of soap? Yup. You know it. You out here broke? Nope. You help your mom with the dishes? Yup. Cheat on your homework? Nope. You played so much on Fantasy 10, I thought this was Blitzball. What's up, Mr. Walker? You cheat on your partner? Nope. Gonna get her a ring? Yup. Everybody got choices. And then there's the other one he made. You really about that life? Mm-hmm. Okay, you're like running into my space. He's like, you eat booty? Uh-uh. You like Gucci? Uh-huh. This man just be saying anything in his songs. It's funny. And then he has this other song that's not out yet. But he's like, they'll snatch you out your car. They could break your windshield. Safe light replace, safe light repair. They would use weapons of mass destruction. Who is that to, my friend? Yo, Mr. Wonka, hope you're doing all right. Good to see you. Oh, what's the other one? He's like, you gonna bust back open fire? I'll retire when I expire. Make yourself a midnight omelet. Nice. I'll retire when I expire. We just don't care about teamwork anymore, do we? Why are you sliding? Why are you sliding? Why are you sliding? Tacos. What you put in your omelet, Mr. Wonka? There we go. Pass it back. Take that. Don't you shoot that, you onions, garlic, butter, celery. Nice, nice. 10 passes. 2 passes. 2 passes. 5, I'll let that slide. But why you only got 2 passes, my friend? What are you doing? You're not doing enough. I'm sorry, I'm being rude, aren't I? I gotta stop with that. I've been working on it. Clearly failing, but working on it all the same. Let these shin guards know. Mans really was like, it'll work if I shoot right at the keeper. Like, no. No. In what universe does shooting at the keeper work? Not this one. At least not with you. Why are we sliding? Why are you out the box, my dude? You need to fear losing. Get back in the box. You're a shin guard player too, aren't you? We get scored on. We get scored on. He would really rather not be in the box. Then whatever. We get scored on then. You were a keeper, buddy. I'd rather get scored on than deal with that. If it's your job to be in the box, be in the box. No. If it's your job to be in the box, be in the box. You didn't ask for a switch. Controller is drifting. back and forth. They go boop, go boop. And he puts it right there. You gonna beat him to that? Cool. I'm surprised that worked out. Off the side wall. And just push it in. Homie's back in there. They're gonna leave the box. The hell, the game was like, hey, you're gonna interact with that. The other person. I was hoping they would go for the pass sooner. Dang, nice try, dude. I'm gonna mute this dude. Can I not mute the pings? Let me mute the pings. Because I don't want to hear them. Nice try, dude. Nice try. I really don't want to end like that. Just random dude who just doesn't want to do anything to help the team. Not an elegant experience at all. Hey, come on now. I think you tied your shin guards too tight, buddy. What is it? Oh, 2 hours. There's no way that should have worked, but I guess we take those. Like, I think Keeper was just as confused as we were. I love this map. Go. All right, we're gonna take this slower. There we go. Love to see it. This is way better. Got like some actual team play going down. Boop, boop. You're like doubling up on the same person. I can't guard two people. Go for it. Oh no. You almost had it though. Nice try, nice try. Wait, keeper? Hello? How did you teleport to get the ball from me? We're gonna go back to keeper and reset this because we need to go back to neutral and get momentum on our side. As he proceeds to just okay. That defeats the purpose of me passing it back to you, buddy. Ah, that completely defeats the purpose of me passing it back to you. Can you finish that for me, Wizard? There we go. Thank goodness. Stole their goal. Boop. Hit off the post. They hit it. Oh goodness. That's funny. I send thing up. It's off the crossbar. There's no one to swap. There's no one to swap. I was really like, cool, someone's gonna be right here to swap. I don't know why he's sliding. There we go. Just grab the camera. Shout out to the team. Let's get some cushion, a little 2-goal lead. Can't let it go down like this. Nice. You got to make a faster decision, buddy. That's why we had a little cushion. At least I have a save. It's 34 seconds. Had to break that formation. Don't run to me when you see me going up to the ball, because it means I can't get a pass off to you. Well, don't give it to them. Why would you? I don't understand the logic behind this, though. We have like 5 seconds left. I call for the ball, and you're like, I'm going to kick it at the keeper's chest. And then there's no one back here to help me on defense. What was the thought process behind that? I'll tell you what it was. None. There we go. Barely tucked it in. Cool. We can go to bed on a W. Sleeping W, the way to go. The only way to go, right? I didn't even get MVP, dude. Oh, I did get MVP. Good. I was gonna say I was putting in work, I guess. Not as much as Aiden, since Aiden had 4 saves. I had 2. But them 10 passes, that 1 assist, those are looking good. 10 interceptions too. Just wrapping up your burrito battle. There it is. There's probably no one on at this hour. Because that'd just be vibing. All right. Take care, y'all. Be safe. It was a pleasure hanging out. Have a good rest of your night. And be safe.